Hello, Facebook Kickstart Weight Loss Challenge. This is Coach Gwen, and I just wanted to record a brief video. First of all, welcome. Happy 2023. I posted your first assignment, and I want to give you 6 ideas on how to develop habits a little more effectively and easily in 2023. And the next 5 days are really just about practicing. So one is called habit stacking. And this is where you do something that you are likely to do on top of another habit. So an example might be you go to the grocery store, you come home, you start unloading groceries. This is a really great time to wash your fruit and vegetables, cut them in advance, and store them in your refrigerator. That would be an example of stacking. You're doing 2 like things that really make sense going together. Another one would be flossing your teeth after brushing your teeth. So it's finding a way to do 2 things that are similar. One thing you're already doing, and the second one you're trying to create the new habit. The second one is called implementation intention, and that's where you create the where will you do something, what will you do, and so it's, let's see, hold on. Where will you do it? It's called implementation intention. How long will you do it? Just all of the details. So an example might be, I'm going to drink more water. So I will drink 12 ounces of water immediately after I go to the bathroom in the morning when I wake up. And to do that, I will have a glass of water on my nightstand or in the bathroom ready to go to drink 12 ounces of water. So you know what you're doing, where you're doing it, and all of the details of it, 12 ounces of water. Number 3, the 2-minute rule. And this one sounds like it would not work. But the idea is if you're trying to create a habit, we typically think everything is all or nothing. And we want to do it all in one day, 1 week, 1 month. And it doesn't work like that because we tend to give up more easily if it's an all or nothing. So let's say you're trying to exercise more. Go to YouTube, pick a video, any random video, follow it for 2 minutes. The research shows that if you do 2 minutes a day for 7 days, let's say you even do it for 5 days, that's only 10 minutes of exercise. You might think, what is this doing? It's not doing anything. Well, what it's doing is it's creating a habit. It's giving you an opportunity to feel good that you followed through on the habit, and then you can work on optimizing it later. And it's giving you this compound interest, right? 2 minutes of exercise is 2 minutes of exercise. Something is better than nothing, and it's going to build over time. You don't need to do an hour a day for it to work. So this is your opportunity. I'm giving you permission to try your habit for 2 minutes a day. Okay, if it's more protein that you're trying to eat, maybe what you're doing is looking up a recipe in that 2 minutes, or you're marinating, you're just getting the chicken in marinade before you cook it later that night, but you're getting 1 step closer to achieving that goal. So do what you can do for 2 minutes. The 4th one is a visual. So we are victims or architects of our own environment. So an example is, one of the things that I do is I have my protein powder right next to my coffee. And that's a reminder that I don't have to eat only whole food sources of protein. It reminds me that there's an easy way I can make a protein shake. I can mix it with my yogurt in the morning and add some frozen fruit. It takes less than 30 seconds. I start off my day with protein. It makes me feel great knowing that I did that. But I've set up my environment. I have a visual reminder of something I want to do. Another example would be, let's say you want to cook more home cooked meals. You could actually put your pan on the stove in the morning to remind you that you're going to cook dinner that night. You could have a spatula there. You could have the non-perishable foods. Let's say you're making spaghetti squash with ground chicken. You're going to put the spaghetti squash maybe right next to the pan to remind you, okay, I'm cooking dinner tonight. Not only is it a reminder, you've already taken a couple of those steps to get you going, and you've made progress already towards making dinner. So that is the 4th one. The 5th one is find an accountability partner. It could be a neighbor, a friend, a partner, a roommate. You decide. Tell them what you want to be accountable for. Ask them if they want to be held accountable for something. That's even more powerful because you're holding each other accountable. Will you do it via text, via a phone call, via a Snapchat video, any way that works for you? And then if you want to take it up another notch, you can do a habit contract, which means you will, with your friend or whomever is your accountability partner, create a contract. If I don't do what I say I'm going to do, then there is a consequence to that. So an example might be, if I don't do what I've committed to doing, which is drinking 12 ounces of water when I wake up in the morning, I have to admit it, number one, to you, my accountability partner, then I owe you a tank of gas, or I owe you a Starbucks gift card, or I'm going to buy you a blouse. You can make the stakes as high as you want, but that is really helpful in motivating people. So that's another example. The sixth and final way, and probably the most effective, but the hardest, is self-accountability. And this is what is required on a daily basis. This is the grind, right? After the 5-day challenge is over, when things get tough, when you're not 100% perfect, because none of us are when you're creating habits. And it's, how do you keep pushing? So here are some ideas. I have some notes here. 1, celebrate. When you have practiced your new habit, you have accomplished something. Have you optimized it? Are you perfect? No, but you did something, and that's what we're looking for. So find a way to celebrate, dance, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm awesome, I did it. Post on social media and tell people how you did it. You're probably going to help someone, but find a way to give yourself a high five, whatever it is. So celebrate. Another self-accountability is do something you know you need to do, which in this case, let's say it's the habit you're trying to create. So drink that glass of water. If you drink that 12 ounces of water, then when you go downstairs to make your coffee, you get to drink your coffee. So do what you have to do, then do what you want to do. So it's another reward system. And I'm big on reward system that don't include food. So find another way to reward yourself. Read a book, give yourself a chance to read, go walk in nature, have some quiet time, get a pedicure, anything, buy yourself a plant, whatever it might be, but find a reward system. Another one is, okay, this one's a little harsher. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's kind of like a confession where you might post something on social media and say, I am committed to posting if I don't drink a glass of water every morning. I will get on Facebook and I will post it out to my friends. And the first person that comments with a recommendation on how I can improve my habit. So you're kind of, killing two birds with one stone, so to speak. Then I will give them a $5 gift card or an Amazon gift card or something. And maybe it could be $5, not a big deal, $2, whatever it is. And then you're getting some ideas on how to create the habit. The other person kind of engages in this little gaming opportunity, and maybe you motivate them to start a new habit. And then the last one is a visual reward system. So maybe you have a piece of paper, and I definitely recommend tracking where you have a check mark. I did it today. Check. I drank my water. Check. I exercised for 2 minutes. Check. So that could be on a piece of paper. You could have an app that you're tracking your habits on. You could have a Post-it note that's on the wall, and you get to see all of these Post-it notes of what you achieved. That is another way. So that is the sixth and final way. So first is habit stacking. Second is, where will you do it? What will you do? So the location, what you're doing, and then defining the habit. The 2-minute rule, only do something for 2 minutes and then walk away. Just give yourself the chance to practice. Creating your environment. So creating a visual reminder of what your habit is, so you're more likely to do it. Accountability partner is 5th. And then 6th is self-accountability. And I will be posting all of this information in a document on the Facebook page. So hopefully this was helpful. I know it's a little longer, but I wanted to make sure that I got on here to encourage all of you. Enjoy the next 5 days. Please post if there's anything you need from me. I am here for you. And I look forward to the next 5 days. Take care.